All right, class, let's go to attention. How do you guys feel today? Awesome, sir. Let's bow, and set position. Student creed. Student creed, sir. Line 1. I pledge to develop myself in a positive manner. Line 2. I pledge to use what I learn in class constructively and defensively. Line 3. I pledge to foster friendships and contribute to my community. Let's bow. Hey guys, so just quick note that the warm-ups online here might be a little bit different than warm-ups that you see in person. Nonetheless, it's going to be a great exercise, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with our up-down sprint drill. So we're going to go ahead and jog in place. Reminder that when I say up, you're going to jump up. If you can't jump, then substitute just a drop to the ground instead, right? Leaning down to touch the ground. Or if you want, you could sprawl out into a push-up position, give yourself an extra challenge. If I say down, you're going to sink down, touch the ground, and when I say sprint, get those feet moving nice and quick, all right? Ready? And up, and down, up. Good, and up, down. I'm going to do my best to keep my head in frame here. Up, down, and down, up, and sprint. Feet moving as quickly as you can, guys, and jog. Excellent, ready, and up, down, up. And down, down, down. Make sure to get up in between each one, otherwise it's just a single down. You only tap the ground 3 times, that's no fun. And down, down, up, down. Down, stand back up, down, there we go. Up, down, and sprint. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and jog. Keep your body moving here, right? As long as you can, keep these feet moving. Even if it's a longer break, don't let yourself stop. No, right? Keep the body moving. Get that heart rate up. And down, up. And one more time, we're gonna sprint here, 5 seconds. Ready, set, sprint. Keep those feet moving fast, guys. Keep moving. Going a little bit longer than 5 seconds. Get a little bonus in for us. And break. All right, for our first warm-up here, we're gonna be doing some bumper push-ups. We'll follow that up with some sit-ups, and then finally some jump squats, all right? All right, let's drop down push-up position. Remember with bumper push-ups, you start in your push-up position, you're gonna drop down to one elbow and then the other, and then come right back up into your regular push-up position. I'm gonna be doing this with my knuckles down, again, just trying to keep my wrist safe. But if you can do it on your palms, please do so. We're going 45 seconds. Ready, set, and go. The more stable you can keep your core, the better. Try not to get this big wobble back and forth. Try and keep it steady as much as you can. Finally, you see how I'm making sure my arms come off the ground each time? That I'm not just kind of letting myself, it's easier to show with the palm, drop down, pick it up, set it down. Oh, nice. We're about 25 seconds in. We're over the halfway point, everyone. Keep working hard here. 10 seconds left. Oh yeah. 3, 2, 1, and break. We're gonna jump into our sit-ups next. So go ahead and lay down on your backs. Make sure you do so safely, and again, always make sure you've got a clear area around you that you don't bump into anything. Sit-ups, get up as high as you can. If you can get your chest to your legs, even better. 30 seconds, ready, set, and go. Do your best to engage your core here, meaning squeeze your abs. Try to avoid throwing your arms. Just squeeze the abs to get yourself up. And actively, right? Not just lifting the body, but try to keep your abs tightened as much as you can. 9 seconds, we're in the home stretch. Last little bit here. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and break. Let's stand up. One final warm up for us. We've got some jump squats to do here. We're gonna be going 45 seconds. Remember your goal, keep good posture throughout the entire warm up, all right? Ready, set, and go. Squat and jump. Again, I'm gonna do my best to keep my head in frame here, everyone. But remember, you wanna Bend your knees, not your back. Don't bend at the hips here. See how my legs are staying straight? Bend the knees, jump up. What I find helpful is I'm watching towards the camera the whole time. That kind of helps force you to keep your head up. It's harder to watch while you drop your head. Here we go, down to 15 more seconds, everyone. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, break. Nice job, everyone. Hey guys, so our message of the week this week is honesty. And a lot of times when we hear this, we just think, yeah, tell the truth, right? Don't lie to people around us. And well, that is a big part of it. And it is incredibly helpful in building trust and relationships with others. Another really important aspect of honesty is being honest with yourself. Being honest with who you are, what you want out of life, your aspirations and your goals, right? And allowing others around you to know this as well. It's gonna build a lot deeper connections, more than just say, I'm gonna tell you the truth every time, right? They're gonna be completely an understanding of who you are and how they can be the best friend they could possibly be to you. So honesty, more than just telling the truth, more than just not lying to people. It's, again, being honest with yourself about what you want out of life, what you enjoy to do, and not trying to live something through someone else or live someone else's life. So again, honesty, really just a great trait to have, to continue to be honest with those around you, but also be honest with yourself. So one more time, our message of the week is honesty. Now let's jump ahead, jump into our Pinions this week, wrapping up part C of all of our different time, guys, for Pinion 2, part C. Worked on the last 5 moves last week. It's tip testing this week. Let's make sure we review this real quick, that we feel really confident with the moves. That way, as we record that video for tip testing, or if you do your private lesson for tip testing, you're gonna feel great going through those 5. No pause in the middle, just boom, 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 right? So let's jump right into it. So I'm gonna be mirroring you throughout the entire time here. For the last 5 moves, they would generally point the same direction as the move number 10 that we did, or move number 9. So if I assume that this wall over here was the front, you might remember doing this front kick, our bottom fist, and then our mid block. All of the moves are gonna face towards this wall, and so instead of making you watch my back for the entire time, I'm just gonna mirror it and face towards you, okay? So if I ever use this hand over here, it's on the right side of your screen, use your right hand. If I use this foot, use your left foot. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. It's the same thing we did last week. So let's go ahead and get started. Move number 10 was our mid block. We had our left leg behind us, and then our right hand just did this little block with the left hand down, palm down. Now 11, we're gonna step straight to the side with our left foot. We're going into a lunging forward stance. You can see I'm getting a little bit lower than a normal forward stance, a little bit wider. And instead of stepping at a 45-degree angle to one of the corners, I'm stepping straight to the side in this case. Then I'm also gonna add in this spear and this cover. So my left hand is covering my temple, my right hand is doing a vertical spear to the groin. Now 12, I'm gonna pull this foot in. So since I had my left foot start, my right leg gets to follow up. Curls in, and these hands basically switch. I'm doing a check with my left hand. So right hand was already out in front, he's gonna pull into a chamber. My left hand, which is up by my temple, is gonna do a blade of the hand strike. I'm doing a check to the chest. And notice I'm in a cat stance here. Should remember it from Pinion 1, that last move, but all my weight is on one foot, 0% on the other, making sure both my knees are bent. Ooh, there we go, cool. Now, one more move, 13. Since this foot has no weight on it, my right foot, I'm gonna step with my right foot into a forward stance, regular forward stance this time, and I'm gonna do an elbow smash. Now the way I remembered, because I always had trouble with these last 3, was that I already have one hand open, that's kind of like my target, so I'm gonna use that for the elbow smash. Let's jump back to 10. Ready from this mid block? Step straight to the left, lunging forward stance, and spear with that right hand. Now pull that right foot in, check that left hand. Now use this right elbow as we step forward for the elbow smash. 13, excellent. Now for 14, I'm gonna step forward into another forward stance. Since this hand is already up at an angle, I'm gonna close it and I'm gonna do a back knuckle. That's move number 14. And finally, 15, we step forward again, and I'm doing just a regular forward punch. Excellent, we finished up that pinion. We can wrap it up just like Pinion 1. Horse to stance, set position, and natural stance. And that is the end of Pinion 2C. Let's go through all of it again. Okay guys, here we go. we just did our mid block, right? Step out to the side, 11. See if you can remember, what's this strike called? Vertical spear on the stance, lunging forward stance. Ready, and 12. Pull that right foot in and check. What stance? Cat stance. 13. Elbow smash in this regular forward stance. 14. Since my arm's already at this angle, back knuckle, good. 15. This hand's in the chamber, it's ready for my last move. Boom, forward punch. Finish it off. Horse stance, set position, and natural stance. Remember to not rush those last ones. Right? Once I finished my pinion, I still want to make sure that those last moves are really sharp. Just as sharp as the rest of the form, if not sharper, right? Because, it's like imagine you're reading a book, you want the end to be amazing and wrap everything up perfectly. We have to do the same thing here. I have to make sure I've got good stances, my hands are crisp, and then it's not just kind of like a sloppy throw my arms in the spots and try and rush to get done with it. So, keep it sharp throughout. Let's go one more time through. From 10, our mid block, 11. Step and spear. 12, see if you can do it before me. Cat stance, check, good. Ready, 13. Elbow smash, left hand was already open. 14. Back knuckle there, adjust if you need to, and 15. The last one more forward stance and punch, good. Finish it off, right foot steps, right foot again, and guess what, right foot one last time. That's it for Pinion 2, Part C, everybody. If you can, if you still remember, I challenge you to do Pinion 2 in its entirety, going from move number 1 all the way through 15. While it's not part of the tip testing this week, that's just moves, right, 10 to 15 there, it's still a good thing to know how to do the entire pinion, and it just feels good when you do the whole pinion, not just 5 moves, right? So see if you can, see if you remember all those earlier moves, practice the whole thing, and try and get that thing stuck in a long-term memory, all right? So looking forward to your tip test videos or seeing you in a private lesson, whichever way you choose to do your tip testing this week. Good work, everyone. Let's jump into our next curriculum. All right, everybody. So we get to work in continuation from last week where we started working on some senkotiros here. So I want to go over the basics of how we hold it and how we stand, and then we're going to get a review of what we did last week, followed up by a little addition building off of that for this week. So let's get into that review real quick. First things first, make sure that you're in a space where you can practice safely, that you're not going to accidentally hit something. I would encourage you to have as much space as you can where if I'm holding the stick off to the side, that I'm not going to hit the wall on either side of me here. That way I know that I have a lot of room to stay safe. If you've got a stick that you can use at home, awesome. If you do not, you can always substitute, half of a pool floaty or even something like a wooden spoon, right? So something you can substitute. If not, then I'd encourage you to practice some sparring or work on some Muay Thai and make sure you're staying up to date with that stuff, all right? So let's get to that review. When you hold on to the stick, you're gonna make sure it's upright right in front of you. If you hold it in your right hand, make sure your right foot is in front. If you hold it in your left hand, make sure your left foot is in front. You're gonna leave a little bit of room down here at the bottom, which is called the Pinion. You got the middle of the stick and the tip of the stick right here, and then finally keep that live hand up and keep the knees bent just a little bit. So this is our stick fighting stance. All right, that's the important parts here. Now, let's get to the review of the techniques that we worked on last module, or last week. All right, guys, so last week we worked on angles 1, 2, and 3. Let's get a quick review of those. Angle 1 was dropping the stick horizontal here and rotating the hips. All right, this strike is coming parallel to the ground, horizontal strike. Angle 2 was dropping down at an angle. Up, drop it down. And I'm going to remember that I want to keep my hands in between my shoulders and in between my shoulders and hips. So it never leaves this like rectangle here. Meaning, I don't bring my hand up, but instead it comes up to my shoulder here, and as I rotate, I can strike down. Other direction. Angle 3 comes up. 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 So I've got 1 as the horizontal, 2 as the diagonal, and then 3 as my rising strike there. Now what we're going to work on this week is adding in some twirls. We've got our forward twirl and our reverse twirl. And before we start these, it's going to be very important to know how we hold the stick. It's a reminder for us, all right? So when you hold on to the stick here, you're going to make sure that your thumb, your pointer finger, and your middle finger are staying in as tight as they can throughout any motion you do. The ring finger and the pinky finger here can relax on the stick, but they should never let go. So I should never get to the point where it looks like this. This is when you can tell I'm starting to lose my grip. And all you need to do is accidentally lose your grip and hit yourself in the head once to never make that mistake again. Trust me on that one. So when you hold onto the stick, make sure you're holding with that tight with these three, the thumb, the pointer, and the middle finger, and then the ring finger and the pinky finger can relax a little bit, but they should still be in contact with the stick. Let's stand back up and let's practice. So both of these twirls are gonna be strikes, all right? So we'll go over how they are strikes and when they happen, but the overall motion of the forward twirl is gonna look like this. And now breaking it down, you're gonna take the tip of your stick and you're gonna point it straight forward. And as I do this, I'm gonna make sure that my palm is pointing up. That way, it doesn't get stuck in my armpit here. Palm is up. I'm gonna point the tip of the stick down, backwards, and then up again. I'm going forwards towards you, down, back, and up. That's my forward twirl. And every time it comes around, it's a strike. So strike, strike, strike. There we go. The reverse twirl, of course, I'm just gonna go in the opposite direction, right? So the tip of the stick is gonna point back, down, up, or forward and then up, all right? And that's my strike right here at the end. Kind of in between forward and up at like this 45, I'm aiming to hit to the chin. Hit up that way. So I've got my forward twirl and my backwards twirl. Forward and reverse, sorry. Excellent. Now the goal will be to continue to practice these and see how we can mix in those twirls with those strikes. So being able to do like an angle one strike, twirl, angle two, maybe a reverse twirl here, strike, strike, forward, forward, angle one, reverse, reverse, right? It's just getting the ability to flow back and forth and feel confident and smooth with these motions. So that's all we're working this week with our senkotiros. We're gonna continue to build slow to make sure we get a good foundation on this. So excellent work, guys. Let's keep drilling this and let's have some fun. Nice work, guys. Excellent work, everybody. Real quick announcements here before we go. Just a reminder that this week is tip testing week. So if you'd like to upload your video, make sure you get it done as soon as you can on the last section of your pinion. So you don't have to worry about senkotiros at all. It's just that last section of your pinion for tip testing this week. Other announcements that we have is we are able to resume in-person classes in the dojo. We're going to continue to have online curriculum. We're going to be having our outside classes on our patio and having indoor classes. So if you are attending in-person classes and you cannot go into the school, you want to stay just outside, please make sure you let us know. If you are ready to go with those inside classes and you've already been attending in-person classes, then awesome, show up to one of those and we'll have a blast. If you're going to continue doing the online option here, awesome, I'm having a blast with it. Check up on the private lesson sign-up sheet. It's going to be updated fairly soon here with the change to our in-person class schedule changing as well. So we'll get that done as soon as we can. But thank you guys. I'm looking forward to it. And looking forward to seeing as many people in private lessons as possible. I'm just having a blast with them. So that's it, guys. Let's come to attention. And let's bow out. Class dismissed.